have a book haul to share with you here today. I have some books that I bought, my Book of the Month Club picks, and some books that I won at a library event. So let's get straight on with it. Welcome back, or if you are new here, welcome. My name is Katrina and I make bookish content here on this channel at least twice a week, and then movie reviews or book to movie content here at the weekend. In the description box you will find all of my social links, including my blog and my Goodreads, and if you are already following my Instagram you will have seen a couple of these. I have 2 months worth of Book of the Month Club picks for you here, so I have already read and shared my thoughts on one of these here with you, but I was waiting on some of my orders coming in before I shared a book haul. So this is like a mammoth, like November, December, January book haul here. So let's get straight in. I bought myself a gorgeous copy of Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda, because this is one of my favorite books. I love the book, I love the movie, I love the world, and so when I saw that this beautiful edition was coming out, I knew I had to order it, and I knew that these were probably kind of it's just gorgeous, it's just beautiful. These would be snapped up quite quickly, so you can see the different like Oreos on here. And there's Simon and Blue, and it's just, yeah, it's just beautiful. And this is the Epic Reads edition, and of course it is a lovely floppy paperback. So next time I reread this one, maybe I'll reread this copy, this edition of it. But yes, there you have it, my first order. And then speaking of beautiful books, this one's almost so beautiful you want to cry. I pre-ordered this like way back in September or something, maybe August, and it just showed up literally like the day after Christmas. This is first edition, which is a sort of celebration of Goldsborough books and their birthday. So I'll just give you a moment just to take in this glorious cover. It's super shiny because it's got like the library protection on it, but I'm loath to take it off because I want it to look really beautiful. And then the inside here, the inside cover has the map and like lots of different features on it. Again, I'll just let you take it all in. It's just beautiful. And I was kind of like thinking maybe I would read a story of these a day in January, but then I kind of forgot about it when I was putting my January TBR together. But it is also signed by a lot of the authors as well. And then it also has it's numbered, it's one of 1,000 numbered copies. My number is 668. And then it has an anthology of stories from some of your favourite writers, commissioned to mark 21 years of Goldsborough books. So this, oh yeah, it came out on the 30th of September. So the fact that I didn't receive my copy until the end of December says a lot. But here we have, this sort of letter signed by the owners as well. And then it has the same, it's just, there's so much to show, the same little map on the back there, and stuff about the owners of Goldsborough Books, and a London taxi, and I miss London right now. And it's, although it's like a chunky book, I'm looking forward to getting in and dipping into some of the stories in this one, and maybe I'll take the plastic off, I don't know, but it's beautiful and lovely. And then we have my December Book of the Month Club picks. So one of these I have already talked about because I read it in December, and this is People Like Her by Ellery, Lloyd, and I read a lot of this on Christmas Eve. We did our like Christmas Eve Icelandic book swap cozy reading. I will leave that vlog linked up above in case you missed it. But this one is a thriller involving an insta-mum. It seems to be like the sort of hype thing at the minute is to have people on social media, and everything goes wrong with that. And so kind of warning us a little bit about what's going on social media. But this one was really good and really compelling, and I think I read it in 3 sittings. So that tells you a lot about this one. And yeah, it was one of the December picks. And then we have one that I picked in December because it was an early release, but I haven't read it yet, so it's no longer an early release to me because it has already come out, and I do have an audiobook copy from my library. And this one is The Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins. And then Which Mrs. Rochester Will Get Her Happy Ending. I think that's all you need to know about that one. The UK cover for this one is quite different from the US cover, and I have not read anything from Rachel Hawkins before. I don't think this is debut though. No. Yes, it's her first adult novel. There you go. She's got 11 books. Oh, is this the Rachel Hawkins that did The Royals? 11 young adult books. That's where I recognise the name from. If I just keep turning. Yes, Rebel Belle, Miss Mayhem, and Her Royal Highness. I definitely read one of those. Anyway, I'm excited to read this one. And again, it's another thriller. I've been enjoying some thrillers lately. You might see a little bit of a theme here. And then we're going to go in chronological order. So we've done the December Book of the Month Club picks. Then I'm going to show you what I won at my library's like end of year book party. You could enter to win some ARC bundles because obviously they have some ARCs going spare right now. And so I just sort of ticked a genre and I won one of the bundles. So I went and did it through my library's park and pick up that I was doing anyway. I was picking up some Blu-rays and some books anyway, so I came out with a big bag that had my little bundle in as well as my actual library pickup. So it was all very socially distanced and clean and safe and exciting, and a great way to do it if you ask me. So first of all, I won Someday We Will Fly by Rachel DeWoskin, which came out January 2019, apparently. Would anywhere ever be home for us again? Any place was safer than where we come from. We were lucky to be getting out for the train tickets for the ship for Shanghai, the last place we might be allowed to go. And so yeah, this sounds exciting and something that's definitely out of my comfort zone. But I will say, when you look at the chapter headings, there's some like some art around the chapter headings as well, and of course it's a beautiful like floppy proof. But yeah, this came out January 22nd 2019, so they're obviously like really going through their ARC backlog. And then we have one which was on my radar to read anyway, and this is The Tourist Attraction by Sara Morgenthaler, and the second book for this one has already come out. So this one came out May 5th 2020, and my library does have an audiobook copy of this one, so I didn't put it on the January TBR, but I am interested in reading it sometime soon because the follow-up to this one, which I can't remember the name of right now, did just come out. But I love the moose on the back here, and there's also a cat on the back here as well. He had a strict no tourist policy until she broke all of his rules. I feel like it has to be read out like that, so like, oh, she never thought she'd try again until she met him, you know. It's one of these. And this is set in Alaska. There's been a few things come out recently which have been set in Alaska, and you know I do sometimes struggle with settings of places I haven't been, but at least Alaska is actually in the same country as I'm living in, so it might be worth a try. I'm just, yeah, it'll be weird reading about tourists doing touristy things at a time like this. And then one that I had already read, but it was nice to have a proof copy of, but I will be passing this on to someone else because I have already read this one. I read it as part of the Romance Takeover Readathon. I will leave that vlog linked up above. And this is In a Holidaze by Christina Lauren. This was my first Christina Lauren, and if you have a suggestion of the next step that I should take with my Christina Lauren journey, let me know in the comments because I am keen to read more from them. Apparently this one, in terms of the sort of sex on the page, like raunchiness level, is very sort of tame for them, so I'm excited to see what the raunchiness level is like in their other books. So yeah, let me know in the comments, where should I go next after having enjoyed In a Holidaze. This one, in case you were wondering and haven't heard me talk about this before, is a Groundhog Day type of retelling set at Christmas time. There's a scene in a pantry where they're playing sardines that I really enjoyed. And I did actually like the humour in that one as well. I have actually met Christina Lauren at an event that I went to a couple of years ago. So the fact that I haven't read anything by them is a little bit scandalous, I think, especially given my choice of enjoying some romance and enjoying some rom-coms. Anyway, then we have, so this one, I feel like I've come across before. So I think that this is YA. Yes, it says teen author. So this is full disclosure, and it came out October 29th, 2019. Oh yeah, there we go. It says YA at the bottom. So Simone Garcia Hampton is starting over at a new school, and this time things will be different. She's making real friends, making a name for herself as student director of Rent, and making googly eyes at Miles, the guy who makes her feel like she's the most important person in the room. The last thing she wants is for word to get out that she's HIV positive, because last time the backlash nearly crushed her. When Simone and Miles start dating for real, she's introduced to a whole new world of longing. As sex becomes more and more of a possibility, Simone knows that she has to tell him she's positive, but she's terrified of how he'll react. Then she finds an anonymous note in her locker, one that threatens to expose her if she doesn't break up with Miles. As much as Simone wants to keep her secret and keep her new life intact, she knows there's only one option: taking charge and controlling her own truth, even if that means doing what she fears most and risking her chance at first love. So if you have read this one, let me know in comments what you thought about it. I'm quite intrigued by it, and it was interesting having a YA novel in the they called it chick lit, which, you know, I have a problem with. This is just shy of 300 pages. But yeah, I wouldn't call it chick lit. I would call it like rom-com or contemporary romance. But it was interesting having a YA novel in there, as well as the adult romance novels. Look how big my stack's getting. There's more books over here. And then the last one in that pack, this one is Birthday by Meredith Russo, a love story 18 years in the making, and this one came out on the May 2019. I'm not sure when in May, does it say? 21st May 2019. From the award-winning author of If I Was Your Girl comes a story about family, love, change and fate. The stars align when two very different kids, Morgan and Eric, are born in the same hospital on the same day, setting into motion a series of events that will shape who they are and who they're destined to become. The best friends who will come together, drift apart, kiss, fall in love and ultimately discover how much fate has in store for them. So this is interesting because this one sounds a lot like This Time Next Year, which I read last month and loved and made a whole video talking about. If you've missed it, I'll either link it above or in the end screen. But this one is also YA. So yes, you can tell that I hadn't read the synopsis of this before picking it up. This one is also just over 300 pages. Ooh, I like the look of this one. This one might be going on the February TBR. Very exciting. Okay, shall we unbox my book of the month club for January, and then we will be done. It's very exciting. I had a lot of books all come at once, so I have split the tab, but here we have the books I picked for January. So I can't remember why I picked two add-ons. One of them I know I picked because you get to pick a free nomination for the book of the year in your January box. But I can't remember why I picked the second add-on. I think I was just maybe intrigued by it. So my book that I chose as my book of the month is The Dating Plan by Sara Desai. And this one is just a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous cover. I think this one was an early release as well, so I think it does come out in January. But this one is Even with a step-by-step plan, these fake fiancés might accidentally fall for each other in this hilarious, heartfelt, romantic comedy. And I think that's basically all we need to know about that. It's just, even the inside has the floral design on it, and I like the fact that the spine's got the burgundy cover with the gold carrying on through. And then yeah, I think I just picked this extra add-on because I was interested in it. I mean, you're going to see why I was drawn to the cover anyway. And this one has literally just come out, and I think I had put a hold on the audio copy at my library, so I might have an audio copy of it as well. Here we have Black Buck, a novel by Mateo Askaripour, and this one, oh, it's like had a little accident, had a little chunk taken out of it. So it's like somebody's gone. There's nothing like a black salesman on a mission. So I just adore the cover. I think the cover looks absolutely amazing. And I am going to be reading this one this month as a buddy read with my friend Jenna. But it's the kind of like the tagline that really sold me on it. So the cover drew me to it, and then the tagline really sold me on it. For fans of Sorry to Bother You and The Wolf of Wall Street, both films that I enjoyed, a blazing satirical debut novel about a young man given a shot at stardom as the lone black salesman in a mysterious, cult-like and wildly successful startup where nothing is as it seems, which sounds ever so like Sorry to Bother You, but I am excited to pick this one up, and this one was just one of the extra add-ons that you could pick. And it was also advertised as being like a longer one, but it is not even 400 pages, so it's not super long. So I'm looking forward to buddy reading this one with Jenna. I think we'll probably have a lot to discuss about this, because I think she was also drawn in by the tagline. So there we go. And then the one that I picked that was a Book of the Year nominee, and so I added it onto my box for free. I was told to read this one, I think, by the lovely Kelly from Love Books Group. Kelly, if it was you that told me to read this one, just confirm in the comments for me. But I picked The Guest List by Lucy Foley. You'd kill to be on it. So I think what she said about this one was that it was it's a thriller, but it's also funny at the same time. And so I'm definitely here for this one. Let me read you this little bit on the back here. An exclusive wedding on a remote Irish island. Okay, so I just seem to be picking up thrillers that are either about social media or about like very, very remote locations, like an island. The Bride, The Plus One, The Best Man, The Wedding Planner, The Bridesmaid, all have a secret, all have a motive, but only one is the murderer. And this one feels like it might be quite a quick read. It's the wedding of the year, but someone won't survive. Yes, it is just over 300 pages. So I am looking forward to sitting down and reading this one. I can't remember if Kelly said she did the audio or the physical copy, but Lucy Foley also wrote The Hunting Party, which I think has a sort of similar theme to it. So let me know if you've read either of these. Would you recommend me picking up The Hunting Party first, or can I go straight into this one? I know they're not connected, but you know, should I read The Hunting Party? I remember seeing that one on a lot of like book tables roundabout, and so I was excited to be able to get this one for free. Why not? So there you have it. Have you read any of the books that I've talked about here? Obviously I have already read 2 of the books. Where do you think I should start? Are you excited to hear my thoughts on any of them in particular? Let's have a discussion. I will be in the comments below, ready to answer all of your comments and questions. If you did enjoy this book haul, give it a thumbs up. If you aren't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and also click that notification bell so that you'll be notified when my next bookish video lands in your subscription feed. I will be back with more bookish content for you very soon. So I will see you then. Thanks for watching.